Hey guys, this is Karthikeya Kantwal from Apex Finsaw and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Now, without wasting much time since, to be honest, I have a lot on my hands today. Moving on to the first thing that we have for tomorrow is a short on JSW Steel where we have a really simple trade at a supply zone and a previous swing point for a short at 370. Stop loss at 375, somewhere close to the previous swing point before that, and ideal targets as usual 1% on the downside. It also seems to have formed a very vague HNS pattern on the hourly time frame. It's not really a textbook HNS, but it's a vague pattern. But let's see if it actually forms out or if it actually breaks or not. Moving on to the second one that we have for tomorrow is ACC. Now on ACC we are going to go for a short position again for a simple role reversal trade of demand turn supply or support turn resistance at 1680. Stop loss at 1700, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the third for tomorrow is Bbcl, where we are going to simply follow the recent higher high higher low structure and go for a really easy long at the previous swing point at 390. Ideal targets 1% on the upside and the stop loss being placed at 385. The fourth one is a crowd favorite, that is Reliance. We're going to go for a long position here because it seems to have established a really nice trading range between 1975 to 1935. So we're going to take advantage of that and go for a long at the nearest available demand and swing point at 1940. Stop loss at 1915. Ideal targets 1% on the upside. The final equity trade that we have for tomorrow is Jubilant Foods, where we have planned a short position near the previous swing point. It also happens to be a really high quality supply zone at 2575 or 2575. Stop loss at 2605. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the indices, starting with the first one. As usual, Nifty kicking it off. Now on Nifty, as usual, I told you guys yesterday, every pullback is a really nice long entry. So today we had a flat opening, or you might even say that we had a slightly red opening. And to be honest, you could have entered for a long in the afternoon session when we had a pullback near to the opening levels. You could have made a really easy 30 to 40 points there on Nifty. Now for tomorrow, again that level is going to be important at 13,300. Under that we have a Fibonacci level at 13,240, followed by a zone at 13,200. So you can take for you can go for longs at pullback at every of these levels, depending on, of course, how aggressive or how conservative you are as a trader. Talking about the option chain, we have resistance immediate at 13,400 with 493,000 added contracts, significant at 13,500 with 485,000 added contracts. However, on the support side, it gets really interesting with 13,300 having a massive change of positive 2 million added contracts, which is quite hefty. Significant support coming in at 13,200 with 622,000 added contracts. So as you can clearly see, the puts have been added really aggressively. So the option writers are seeming pretty confident that the level of 13,300 is going to be held really strongly by Nifty, at least for the coming couple of days, or for this expiry you might even say. Now, when we talk about the PCR, that comes out to be at 0.96. So it seems that tomorrow is going to be an option buyers versus option writers kind of a trading day. So, well, whatever floats your boat. But for me right now, it's actually really simple. Every long is a good potential pullback. Sorry, every pullback is a good potential long. Moving on to the second index that we have is BANKNIFTY. Now, BANKNIFTY, we have a range established between 3350 and about 3150. It's a 300, not 300, it's a 200 point range from 3350 to 3150. Outside of this range, you can go for directional range break entries. Inside of that range, you can go for non-directional scalp trades, going from the resistance to support or support to resistance. Talking about the option chain, you have 3300 as immediate resistance with about 160,000 added contracts. Significant at 3500 with 251,000 added contracts. On the support side, you have 3200 with 134,000 added contracts and 30,000 with 407,000 added contracts. यहाँ पे the option chain is a lot more balanced. The call writing and the put writing have been done a bit more, relatively speaking, in a similar manner. So you can't really say which party is the stronger one here. The PCR comes out to be, again, relatively speaking, with respect to Nifty, it's a lot more neutral at 0.9 compared to 0.96. So let's see, if you want directional entries, then BANKNIFTY isn't the one for you. Nifty is looking a lot stronger. But if you want aggressive small scalp entries, then Bank Nifty can be your cup of tea. This marks the end of today's video, guys. This is all that I had to discuss with you. As usual, if you are liking the content, if you are liking the analysis, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment as well, and press that bell notification icon too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful green trading session tomorrow and have a peaceful good night's sleep. Bye.